alright ใครเข้ามาแล้ว1 คนใช่ไหมฮะโอเค โอเคใครเข้ามาแล้วบ้าง multiple participant can share วันนี้ไม่น่ามี presentation เนาะมีไหมเอ่ย
We have conjunctions.
conjunction so we're gonna have a presentation for today class right okay so just waiting for your friend first maybe you can start at 1:30. All right. So I think it's time for us to check the attendance, right? So I'm going to say that you can check the attendance into the line group. 3/2นะOkay. All right. So first of all, you have to check the attendance, right? So everyone can see and look at the line group, and then just type your name and ID student into the line group, please. Okay, I have to say that is there anyone have to do a presentation for today class? If so, you can share screen here. แป๊บหนึ่งนะstop sharing มีไหมเอ่ยไม่แน่ใจนะ Okay, don't worry, be happy. Okay, if you're ready, you can start your presentation now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're gonna present about conjunctions. Let's get started. Mastering conjunctions has transition, coordinating, and subordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions are like sentence connectors. They help link words, phrases, and ideas to make your writing and speaking clearer and more organized. They show relationships like differences, similarities, reasons, and effects. In short, they make your communication easier to understand. In this presentation, we will be covering three main types of conjunctions. Next. First one, transition conjunctions. These help to transition smoothly between ideas and show relationships between sentences or paragraphs. They can show contrasts, similarities, cause and effect, order, and conclusions. Here are some examples of transition conjunctions. Addition, and, furthermore, moreover. Contrast, however, on the other hand, nevertheless. Cause and effect, therefore, as a result, because. Sequence, first, next, finally. Comparison, similarly, in the same way, just as. Conclusion, in summary, to sum up, in conclusion. Next.
And moving on to coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction connect words, phrases, or independent clauses of equal importance, allowing you to create compound sentence. They help combine related elements and show how they are connected or coordinated. Here are some examples of coordinating conjunctions along with their usage. And used to add or combine similar ideas. For example, I like ice cream and she likes cake, but indicates a contrast or opposition between two ideas. For example, he wanted to go to the park, but it started raining. Or presents a choice between alternatives. For example, you can have tea or coffee for breakfast. So shows a cause and effect relationship. For example, it was raining, so I took an umbrella. 4. Explains a reason or provides an explanation. For example, she studied hard or she wanted to aid the exam. And the last one is subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions are words that introduce dependent clauses, making them relevant on the main clause. They show a relationship of dependence, such as time, cause, condition, or contrast. Here are some examples of subordinating conjunctions. Because indicates a cause or reason. For example, she stayed home because it was raining. Although introduce a contrast or conception. For example, although it was hot, he wore a jacket. If used for conditions or hypothetical situations. For example, if you study hard, you'll succeed. While shows a contrast or concurrent action. For example, he played the guitar while she sang. And since indicates a cause or reason. For example, since you're here, I'll expand the project.
For the example quiz number 1, Burj Khalifa, the largest building in the world, is blank. Tall that you can watch 2 sunsets on the same day. The choice is either, both, neither, so. From the question that has already been given, so the missing part is the pair of that. So the answer is number 4, so. Next. The quiz number 2, not only the team leader, blank, the team members have to submit their work project by the end of this month. The choice is and, or, nor, but also. There's already not only in the question, so you must always use the word that comes with not only. So you need to answer number 4, but also that comes with the word not only. Quiz number 3, which one is correct? First, after they have to go to work, their vacation ends. 2, their vacation ends after they have to go to work. 3, after their vacation ends, they have to go back to work. The answer is number 3. After their vacation ends, they have to go back to work because the subordinating conjunction is placed at the start of the dependent clause. Quiz number 4, find the error. Many find it cheaper and more relaxing to go from New York to Washington by train, but by plane. The answer is number 4. We can see from the meaning of the sentence that we want to compare travel between trains and airplanes. Therefore, from the nature of using comparative adjective, we must see that it must be a comparison and use subordinating conjunctions in comparison is than, not the word but. The last quiz. Plants can live in cool climates, but in the intense heat of semi-desert. The answer is number 2, but. If you look at the sentence, the question wants to say that plants can live in both conditions. The word but has conflicting meanings, therefore it is not appropriate, should be edited to use the word or instead as coordinating conjunctions. That's it for our presentation today. Thank you for your listening.
All right. Thank you so much for your presentation. Just submit me the PDF file into the line group, right? As you're done for your presentation here. Thank you so much. Okay. So. All right, so this is the time for you to answer for this question, right? So you can see from A and B. I'm going to let you prepare a bit. It's okay, just because it's a flow for a speaking test here. What do you think about accomplishment something small, as it may be, can go a long way? What do you think about don't just celebrate a big end goal? So basically, for the first question is that you need to talk about success, right? Success is something small, or try to celebrate or try to achieve something small along the way. Is that important or not, in your opinion here? And the second question is that when it comes to celebrating, I think it is important to see that a big end goal might be far-reaching to get it, right? So what you need to do is that I would say it may happen to all of us to celebrate with a small part in order to make sure that it can reach to such expectation here. It's okay. I'm going to give you for 5 minutes to prepare a bit, and if you're ready, you can turn on the microphone here, okay?
Can I?
Yep, if you're ready, you can turn on. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna answer A.
Mhm.
I think accomplishing something small, that is, you can do something little by little,
Mhm.
so you have like motivation to do something, and it's gonna be like a long way to do something that you will not give up. Thank
Mhm.
you.
All right. Thank you so much for your sharing. Okay, good. Good. Just type fantastic for me, please. Okay. All right. So, one of your friends just remind all of us to try to finish or complete something, right? Little by little, just because it may build your own consistency or even dedication to do something for a bigger part of it, right? And I can say that sometimes you have to, see that something can be achieved from a small thing first, and it can further build up for a next process, things like that, right? Thank you so much for sharing here. Anyone want to share? Yeah,
Me,
yeah.
my network is not working, so I use my friend iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to answer about question B.
Yeah.
I think we don't need to like just celebrate the big end goal. We can just like celebrate everything that happens in our life and like appreciate in everything in our life that comes into our lives. So we like can appreciate every day of it, and yeah, it's like have like a motivation that yeah, we didn't just like celebrate the big goal, but we also enjoy celebrate the small one that happens in our life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thank you so much for your sharing. Just type fantastic for me, please. Yeah, I do agree with you to celebrate a little by a little, right? It doesn't mean that we have to celebrate just a final end or end goal of that such a project or even talks that we have been doing so far. Right? So I would say that celebrate is a kind of a step by step. For example, I can say here that for the part of if you want to get a better score from a TOEIC test, so it means that you have to understand every portion, or I mean every part of that skill. For example, a listening skill content for full part. If you find difficulty in the part 3 conversation, or even part 4 talk, things like that. So you need to practice and give you time to do so, right? This one is it's kind of like we can celebrate in each step of our destination here. It doesn't mean that you can reach into that, like such an expected score, and then you can be celebrating here. But I would say that it's happened to everyone that we have been doing such a long journey, right? And I can say if you see some weaknesses, right? And then you can prove it and try to make it to be your strength. So it would be like another celebration, another milestone story too. I can say anyone on the chair, you can turn on the microphone and just put fantastic into the line group here.
Okay, me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would like to share about my opinion on the question one.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinions, I think there is a lot of power in small actions and positive goals. Like example, if you walk an extra 5 minutes a day, you could walk an extra 100 miles in the year. Doing 10 push-ups is an extra 3,600 650 push-ups in the year. I think that this seems more details, but they can obviously add up in a big way over time and can get you to the big goal that you have, doing about it. I think so.
Mhm.
This
All
is my
right.
opinion.
Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type fantastic into the line group, please. All right. So one of your friend, thank you so much, tried to say that it is important to build your own practice as a disciplined or consistency along the way. This is a very important too, just because okay, I can share the idea of the a reading comprehension, right? Sometimes we have to read lots of passages. And for a TOEIC test, you are asked to read for different types of reading too. For example, like memorandum, email and reply, course a problem-solving solution, or even the articles, or the try to understand something here, right? So it means that you can differentiate. I mean, you can separate, right, in each task or reading text here, and then try to comprehend a bit more detail on that. And I can say that you can achieve not just only for the whole thing, but I would say that you can pick up the most, like you can do well on it, right? And then just see what is going on to make your further progress along the way. And I can say that it is a part of your success and celebration that we can do along the way here. Great, thank you so much for sharing here. Anyone want to share? Just turn on the microphone here. Fantastic เข้ามาเลยนะฮะAll right, I hope you guys done for the first activity for today class, right? Okay, so just moving to next paragraph here. So I just want you to write the main idea from the context here. So basically this is a part of TOEIC a conversation part, but basically you need to listen, right? And I would say that I just give a brief overview for effective strategy for listening test. And I can say that it happened to all of you that you have to listen for a while with understanding or comprehension through the main idea or what is the context look like, right? So what I want from you is that we're gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 basic conversation here. I just want you to write the main idea and the context. Okay, so once you understand, just write it. Don't worry, it's not that hard. I can say just write what is the main idea and then what is the context, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Anyone? So what is the main idea here? Maybe. Oh my gosh. I would say for this one is that จักรีนเฮ้ยเหลือแค่คนเดียวแล้วเหรอเนี่ย ไม่มีคนเรียน What is the main idea here? They are showing a great movie at theater tonight. Do you want to go with me? I wish I could, but I have to work late. Why don't you go ahead without me? You're always working late. The movie doesn't start till after 9 p.m. Why don't you just work a few hours and then meet me at the theater? That's good plan. You go early and get the ticket. I look for you by the front entrance at around 9. So basically it's about like try to make an appointment, right? In the movie theater context. Yep. And what is the main idea and what is the context here, right? We really need to go over this report together. Why don't we meet in the office tomorrow at noon and look at it then? I could order some lunch to eat while we work. That might be a problem. I have a doctor's appointment in the early afternoon and it's all the way downtown. Downtown here's a city, right? Could we meet in the morning then? I have a conference early, but I will be free by 9:30. That should be all right. I see you tomorrow. Okay, good. So for this one is that the main idea is they try to discuss in particular context, right? And it happens to me that it's about cooperation, and then someone declined the invitation just because they're gonna have an important meeting or appointment with a doctor here, and it just rearrange schedule again. That's all right. Okay, moving to next. What is the main idea here? Are you going up? Great. Could you push the button for the 10th floor, please? Of course. Do you live in this building? No, I'm just visiting a colleague from work. She recently moved here from another city. She has an apartment for the 10th floor. Do you live here? Yes, I do. It's not a bad building to live in, right? Really? It's close to all the stores and the rooms are spacious and there are nice view from the top floor. So basically it is a conversation between women and men, right? And they are talking about cultural conversation, which is really important to understand, right? Understand this kind of thing too. Yep. And then what is the main idea and what is the context? Could I book conference room 3 for a meeting next Friday morning? That depends. Will you be done before 11? The rooms already booked from 11 to 1 for lunch, right? Okay, I don't think I will be a problem. We're scheduled to start at 8 and should be finished by 10. That should work out then. You can use the chairs that will be set up for the lunch. Just be sure to put them back in the place before you leave. All right, so this is the main idea of the context of conversation here, right? It's about like a conference room, right? Okay. Yeah, so it's professional context here. Good. Okay, so for this one, right, it is reading comprehension, articles, information, and report. On Monday, the Federal Reserve announced that it will maintain the current very low interest rate. This is good news for a consumer because it will keep the cost of borrowing money low. It is hoped that this will encourage people to make a major purchases, such as homes and a car, thus strengthening the economy. However, given that interest rate has been so far such a long period of time, it could prove hard for the central bank to take bigger steps in the coming months to inject energy into the economy and prop up the financial system here. So basically, it is very important to say that it's about notice. Is that right? And notice from Federal Reserve announcement, we can see that the tone of this passage is about positive one, just because we can see from the vocabulary here, encourage, strengthen, or things like that, right? And also that is the reason is that just because it keep you low interest rate, and it seems to all of you that you can strengthen economy and encourage people to pay to buy some big purchases here. Yeah. Again, right? Who made a recent announcement? Why is the announcement is a good thing? And the last one is that why would it help to improve the economy, the company? That's it.โอเคแป๊บหนึ่งไปเบรกไหมไปเบรกก่อนดีกว่านะเดี๋ยวค่อยมาทำโจทย์ต่อ
ได้ครับ
ไม่มีใครเรียนแล้วมีเราเฮ้ยคนเดียวใช่ไหม
น่า
ทำไง
จะ
ดี
ใช่ไม่รู้
ทำไม
กัน
ไม่มี
นะ
ใคร
ครับ
เรียน
เมื่อกี้
โอเคสงสัยอาจารย์เป็นคนใจดีนะฮะ alright ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวสัก2:30เดี๋ยวก็ปิดจ็อบก็ได้ครับเพราะว่าถ้าไม่มีคนเรียนเราก็ต้อง All right.ทำไงดี Okay, so this is reading comprehension, right? I'm going to give you a tip and strategy, and then you can practice at home, okay? So basically for tip and strategy here, I think you just focus on skimming and scanning first. Basically, it's about like just look at the head and title of that passage, right? For example, like this email is to confirm your travel details for the upcoming Computer World Conference in Houston, Texas, June 1st to 5. Your flight Delta 225 departs from Seattle International Airport on Thursday, May 31st at 6:30 p.m. Your corporate credit card has been billed. 965 dollar for the flight. Your hotel room is reserved at a conference rate, right? Blah 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 per night. $125 per night. Your return flight depart on June 6 at 9 p.m. The hotel bill plus any other expenses will be due as you check out. Please see the receipt below for a confirmation of your flight here. Cheap Travel customer name Jessica Bate Hire Corporation. Invoice for flight date issue May 1st, travel date May 31st. Is that right? And then flight number DTL225. This is the kind of like information that you have to pay attention from a reading here. And also what you need to do is that you have to see the beginning of a sentence and the closing of the sentence too. For example, like I have also attached the brochure, right, for tourist attraction in Houston. That this one is that something that attached in this email here. So we can see what is the purpose of the email. To inform, right? To inform such a flight detail. So in order to make sure that you can understand the text properly, I would say that you have to check and make it clear for this kind of thing. How long will Jessica stay in Houston, and what else can be found in this email? How long? So we look back to the travel date here, May 31st to until June 6th, meaning that it's about 7 days, right? So it equal to 1 week here. So the answer will go for 1 week. And the last one is that what else can be found? I would say that attached. Is that right? Attached brochure. That's it for today. Clear ไหมฮะปิดคลาสดีกว่านะฮะดีไหมเดี๋ยวให้ฝึกทำนะครับให้เวลา5 นาทีลองทำหน้านี้นะครับโถอีกไม่มีอะไรก็ฝึกทำทั้งวันนะครับเหมือนเดิมนะฮะก็คือว่า you do skim scan ก่อนนะฮะ skimming and scanning the first part second part and then look at the first this one too and answer 1 2 3 4 and 5 here ให้เวลา10 นาทีเดี๋ยวเราไปวันนี้เลิกบ่าย3พอนะครับนิสิตเรียนน้อยดีไหมฮะโอเคนะ Okay, เสร็จได้ยัง alright All right, I'm going to give you a tip and strategy again, right? Just because it seems that you have to understand the text properly here. I just let's say explain for the first article here, and then you can apply for further process of reading text again, right? Okay. Experience and welcoming culture of Greek island, right? On Central holiday offers you a once in a lifetime opportunity to visit the unspoiled island of Catalonia, right? So stay at the recently renovated Casa Stan Polo Hotel, right? Just 5 minutes from the beautiful blue water. So this is the detailed information, 5-minute walk. So we just look at the core detailed information first. If you have running out of time, right, for reading comprehension, I would suggest that you can start reading the question first, and it can help you here. How far the hotel from the beach? So the answer will go for A, right? 5-minute walk. Yeah. Again, right? And then, so each room has a balcony with a view of the beach. Private bathroom. Hotel has 2 pool and jacuzzi. So this is the detail, right? Bathroom, jacuzzi, pools, as well as it owned lightly rated restaurant where you can enjoy some of Ireland's more traditional meals. You can also visit one of local villages where life continues much as it has for the past few hundred years. Is that right? Okay, so we can see from this one, what is advertised as a part of package? Suite, room, private, chance to visit second country, a chance to visit historic ruin, right? Okay, let me check again. I'm sorry. Okay, so holiday include flight transfer as well as charge for 1-2 exciting tour, either 2-hour boat trip to nearly Turkey, so a different country, right? Or a chance to snorkel in the pristine water, right? In a local undersea national park here. For more information, first you need vacation opportunity. That's it. So we can see how, for the second question, what is advertised as a part of package, right? I think it should go for which one? Historic ruin. I don't think that it can say something like this, right? I'm not sure. No, visit second country just because they're gonna go to Turkey, right? Okay, sorry for that. Maybe C, right? So again, right, you can type A and then C. How does Mrs. Clement feel more about the hotel? He was unhappy there was nowhere to swim. He is angry his balcony was too small. He did not like the size of jacuzzi. He feels that the advertisement is misrepresented the hotel. The view from his window, quality of the food, tour of Turkey, and then the lack of best services. So we can see from the third question, how does Mr. Clement feel about the hotel, right? So basically, you need to understand the second email first. This one. I would say once you're reading, right, for a double email, you have to compare first reading and then second reading and try to match each other. I'm writing to complain about the recent trip I took with some tour I originally signed up for a 2-week trip to the island of Catalonia, advertised in News Monthly magazine. So he just heard something from the magazine, right? Okay, the magazine. And was looking forward to enjoying the holiday, right? Unfortunately, I felt that a number of things spoil too much, meaning that they feel like it is unrealistic. Okay. He was unhappy there was nowhere to swim. He is angry his balcony was too small. He did not like the size of jacuzzi and he feels advertisement misrepresented the hotel. So the answer will go for D, right? Okay. And then we can see from the detailed information again. Firstly, I was led to believe that the rooms in the hotel had balcony with a view of the beach. However, my room not only did have a balcony, but it faced away from the sea. Second, only one of the hotel pools was open and the other was still under construction. Is that right? And the promised jacuzzi was not there at all. The hotel restaurant was excellent, but it was closed 2 nights a week, meaning that the family had to walk about 30 minutes to the nearest town to eat, and there was no evening bus service. Finally, we took the tour to Turkey, but could not leave the boat, as nobody told us we had to arrange visa in advance. Had we noticed, we could have chosen the other option. So I can say that this one is the point that is a weakness of that misrepresented. Is that right? Okay. Tao cái này đều not mentionคือว่าไหนครับ view from window cross quality of food. So he tried to say something bad, is that right? And I don't find any quality of food would be like misrepresented in this term, so the answer will go for B. พิมพ์ B ครับปั๊บนะแล้วก็สุดท้าย Which option does Mr. Clayman wish has chosen? Trip to Turkey, right? B-boy. Okay. Done. Okay, I hope you guys understand, right? Okay ไหมฮะ clear นะ clear พิมพ์ clear ให้หน่อยฮะเดี๋ยวเราไปทำ vocab เถอะที่เหลือลองไปฝากทำนะเผื่อเจอในข้อสอบไฟนอลนะ alright งั้นเราไปทำ vocab นะฮะที่เหลือฝากทำเลยเพราะว่ามันเป็นfloor practice ไม่มีอะไรมากแต่ว่าถ้าได้คอนเซปต์แล้วไอคิดว่าน่าจะช่วยอยู่ทำข้อสอบเร็วขึ้นนะครับทีนี้ให้นั่งทำ30 ข้อ expand vocab เข้ามานะครับremuneration remarkable redundant regardless refuse okay rehearse remittent replacement renovate แล้วก็ respectable 10 คำแรกนะครับ respectful representative requirement resemble responsibility reserve retirement revise roughly แล้วก็จบด้วย rescue satisfaction scenery scrutinize secretarial right surveyed seriously significant simplify specialize and then specification โอเคแล้วก็มาทำ phrasal verb ด้วยกันนะครับโอเคใครเสร็จแล้วพิมพ์คำว่า done นะแล้วเราปิดจ็อบกัน All right, so you can choose one out of 10 here and then create a meaningful sentence before we go here. Uh-huh.
I chose stick with.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay positive and stick with it.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Next, please.
Well, my friend Spot and me, we are getting along
Mm-hmm.
for a long time.
All right, good. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Okay, I have to finish the classes already, and if you have any question, you can practice on reading comprehension, right? The rest of our class teaching here. Thank you so much for your joining here. Bye bye. See you next week. Bye bye. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you.